Let's get scratching.
Alright, come of the hour, come of the man, right? And yeah, without further ado, let's get straight to it. So this here is a a very silly game. It is called the SD Gundam Power Formation Puzzle. It's basically Tetris in reverse, but also very annoying in some ways. You'll see. You'll see how. Um, if I were to sum it up, it's basically, what if you were building, you know, a wall out of tiles, but if you connect four adjacent pieces that are of the same color, shit starts to crumble. Same goes for four, adjacent pieces like diagonally of the same color. Four pieces of different color diagonally, and four pieces of different color in, in the general, like, four cardinal directions. But if you, but if it's just the same color, if it's the same color, they just have to be touching in a quantity higher than 3 for them to crumble. And you also stack pieces. Now, I will demonstrate that on the versus mode. Let me check my input window here, just in case. Yeah, I will have to remap these for a bit, so it's left, down, right. Okay. And yeah, I can open versus mode and showcase what I mean. Because on the standard mode, it gets super chaotic super quick. Oh look, we have we got Charez in the place. Hello there. Let's see here. Yeah, since this game won the poll on the Shirtlet server, this is what I picked for the game of the stream. Let's see, can I upsize it? Yep, I can. And let me adjust a couple things in the OBS. See if I can make the window a bit bigger. Alright. Alright. Much better. Transform center vertically. Should be horizontally, right? Right. So the screen. Probably with a slight offset so that people can actually see. Oh well. That's good enough this far. Okay, I think I should probably move the thing, because I think my icon will otherwise be obscuring parts of the thing. So okay, let's try to just inch that here. There you go. You get to see most of it. Alright, so I finally managed to fix the Destiny Gundam that I got on Mugen. All I had to do was, to make it playable, was to disable the AI variable parameters. That is interesting. Anyways, let us begin. I shall just pick random map. And yeah, let's get the thing going. So, you basically start with this. As you can see, the pool of tiles that you get is shared. But yeah, I will demonstrate the thing with the tiles. If 4 connect, you will lose a small amount of health and you will lose out on stacks. Which you don't want to lose on stacks. Those stacks are kind of valuable. Because you can use it to bully the enemy. Which is fairly valuable indeed. So, see, I make this. And since this is pretty much just trading and versus mode, I will see, I placed it at just the right moment to hog the P piece. I mean the piece with P written on it. With P on it. Alright, and now I just keep placing these, but I can't place that one diagonally, otherwise it will count and it will evaporate my pieces. Yeah, this game is fun, but at the same time it forces you to be very mindful of where you're putting pieces. Otherwise things go topsy-turvy real quick. Alright. No yellows. No yellows there. I can place a green there. Blue there. But yeah, the big thing with this one is that it is somewhat difficult to consistently get... Oh, crap. Now the CPU got the piece before I got, but there you go. If you connect 4 P pieces, you will get... you will basically set off some ability, which is very useful. Now, okay, this one can go here, this one can go here. So long as these two don't touch, I will be fine. Fuck. See? It can turn into an avalanche of pieces real quick, which is the last thing that you want to happen. But yeah, the end game of this one is to accumulate as many stacks as you can, because, well, honestly, I should be spamming robots left and right, but I wanted to show off the fancy ones first, so yeah, my bad for stalling. I'm sorry, chaps. I wanted to make things look flashy, so there you go. See, I activate the thing. I make it rain. And now... Oh, fuck. Alright, I will just... Yeah, okay, I am screwed, so let's make this less... Well, let's make sure I get the drops in the right place and not mess it up like I did, so, because, once you accumulate enough stacks, you can do nutty things, which is the funny part of the game. You just, you know, okay. This is, for example, what I get for 3 stacks. Let me demonstrate. Alright, so it's that one for unleashing a robot. But yeah, as you can see, that was just off of like 3 or 4 rows. Because yes, you use full rows as resources. It is not like super intuitive, but you will get the hang of it. That I can guarantee. I think I should probably allocate that there. See, I messed up. I connected 4. If I put that anywhere, it will connect to 4, and I am... But yeah, the point is to make towers, basically. To make sure the opponent can't make a tower of their own. If they do, it is bad news for you. I will make my tower. That heals me up, because like depending on which column I place the piece, it influences what ability I, will summon. Yeah, I will use this to interrupt the rows of stuff so that I don't making that. But one thing that you could have also noticed is that since it is a shared pool of pieces, you will also be incentivized to snatch the pieces of the opponent to win. So this would be very funny to play against somebody, but I am currently like playing this against the CPU that is turned off, because I wanted to, show the thing off. And believe me, even on the simplest difficulty, it can get nasty. You will get the bot spamming the same attack ability, and it will be very annoying. That I can guarantee. I have played a bunch of matches. Yeah, I will go place all these. Right, should be that one. And now we connect. We connect 4. See that? Fills me up. That is nice. And now the goal is to not connect 4. Do not connect 4. If you connect 4, things will fall. See? I have done the mistake of connecting 4. And basically, I wanted to get like the... Okay, if you don't mind me, I will engage in a bit of the save states coming, so that, my hard work will not get erased whenever I try to accumulate these pieces, at a faster rate. So no. Also no. It could be. Green, blue, red. PPs, yeah, sure. Because the thing is, if you get like this many floors, you can one-shot your opponent. It is very powerful. See, I got the F91. And this is what happens when I release it. Like, behold. Guy gets one shot. So that's why it's more challenging to it is generally more challenging to get that many pieces. But anyways, I will restart it, and let's see. I can't believe Shirt didn't pick the Marine theme. Look, I was just doing the big the demonstration and stuff. I was not, you know. Because yeah, I would have picked the AI guy. Because the guy who made said Destiny thought it was a brilliant idea to make it an AI-controlled character. Interesting. Golden Crimson, early morning washing. Is this that weird reverse Puyo Puyo? Yes? It's more like reverse Tetris, but you have to accumulate stuff. What do you think about GGN Eternal's crazy success? Personally, I hope that, you know, that the assets will be reused for cooler stuff. I do not care much for the gacha. Personally. I think that in terms of like general quality of life, even like for gacha, you know, even like despite the fact that it's a gacha, which are not particularly known for that, you know, I think it's definitely GGN's definitely lacking in some like GGN Eternal is definitely lacking in some departments, I'd like to say. But overall, not bad. It's just cookie cutter in the aspects that do matter to me personally, and I think I'm kind of biased in this regard. Yeah. Basically, if you do not do the thing that I did, and place the tiles like that... Oh. There you go. There we go. Shenlong Death Scythe. My boys. I pretty much just wanted to jump the enemy, dude, because that then allows me to accumulate a decent amount of pieces. Right. I have acquired the PPs, and actually, okay, good on me that I've waited, because I've done two things at the same time. First, he's getting jumped. Second of all, he's getting jumped by heavy arms. The one issue here is that this is a game where you gotta think quick in situations where, you know, doing things the hasty way will bite you in the ass. Oh, yeah, that did not. Was not the brightest idea, but oh well. Please tell me it just runs some like a flash or... No, it destroyed my pieces. So right now I'm basically trying to... Alright, I got one. It's not bad. But yeah, this very much is what I affectionately call the power frustration puzzle, because, well, it certainly isn't known for being not frustrating, especially since, you know, whenever the enemy pulls out several Psycho Mark IIs in a row. But yeah, here, a sand rock. I think I'll force the enemy hand for a bit. Unfortunately for him, I am dropping 2 guys on him. But he had some, well, I presume that guy had some more, supplies as well, so it's a zero-sum matchup for the both of us. But look, this is one thing that I don't like, having to do all that on the fly. But one upside is that if you don't get impatient, you can certainly lay waste to the enemy formation. That's why it's called the power formation puzzle. Even though I believe that my my nickname for the game suits it better because of its frustrating nature, i.e. the power frustration puzzle. Alright, let's make sure... Oh, see, I messed up. Okay. Let's do now. And there you go. There you go. It's gonna help a lot. If I do not fumble it, by which I mean place my things in the correct order, and then pop several stacks on this guy. Okay. There you go. There you go, fool! Fool! Kaboom! But yeah, it's definitely a game that I could use some improvement in. That's for sure, but hey, it's a very funny game. Oh, now I'm against Team Act guy. This is gonna be interesting. Because whenever the enemy will take damage, I will take psychic damage for hating all those Act guys. Oh no. This is kind of the same rationale that you get, like, under which, like, you know, African warlords use for you know, deploying child soldiers. I know it's a fucked up comparison to make, but you know, because you don't want to kill it. You don't want to kill him. You will take psychic damage if you do, and that's the fucked up part. You know. The fucked up part about war is that people will take whatever works, and if the thing that works is messed up, they will do it anyway. But anyways, back to shenanigans. I got a decent lead, so long as I manage to not mess up and do not make anything stupid, any like foolish or short-sighted moves, I will be fine. So, Woofy? Full Woofy! Woofy max! Oh, okay, dang it. So long as I manage to... Okay. So green goes here. Red goes here, and I messed up because that there is the offset. So, solution number 2. That's gonna decimate his gogs at least, so... There we go. I love it when the enemy fumbles and doesn't time the thing right. Because that means I get to capitalize on the mistake. Well, assuming I do. Which is... Oh. Dang it! Dang it! Alright. So, 1... Oh, if I place a red one there, it would have... This would have been another one anyway, so... Basically, enemy's going for another Gog, so... I am trying to... Oh, now he took the P piece, not me. Oh, that's... Sure sucks, but... Oh well. I'll make do regardless if I hadn't placed that thing wrong. I would have been able to deal some damage, but oh well. Right now I'm gonna have to weather that particular storm. Ouch, that certainly felt that. But... Oh. Dang it. That's the problem. When the enemy has a lead, I am kind of fucked because I have to scramble to get my reserves up. And if I don't, I will get pummeled, so... I tried to wait it out. But, yeah, it didn't work, so... Let's try this. And not... I'm sorry, I admittedly don't have as much practice in this, so... If you see any avoidable fumble, yes, that comes... That is part and parcel of this. I just need to make a four tile thing. 4 tile, floor tile, whatever. And not do the silly. So a third one? Okay. I'll really have to step up my game now. Oh. Just as I say that, I mess up my pieces. Bad. Oh. Yeah. There we go. At least I timed it well so that the lower floor didn't get impacted as much, but... And now I need to, get those stacks in again, otherwise I am... Well, at least, that didn't go into the reserve, so there's that. You know, silver lining and all. Yeah, where to? Where to? Oh. Okay. Fortunately, I was able to contain the fumble. And as long as the fumble does not spread, I will be fine. Again, so long as it doesn't spread, and I fumbled because that floor was holding the rest there, so I need to scramble. Anyways, let's. Speaking about Aqua Squad, still not wrapping the Marine Team 0 out of 10 streamer. GOG maxing, yes. Anywho. Well, to be fair, in the main arcade mode, you only get to pick the Pro Tag setup, so I couldn't really, you know. To my defense, I would have picked the Egg Guy, but I simply was not allowed to buy the game. Which, at that point, I think it's all... Okay. Alright. Okay, so long as I chuck enough things at the enemy team, I should be fine. Okay, correction, I will not be fine. I will be flooded with gogs. And just because I fumbled my stacks, I will... yeah. That is... the fumbling! Yeah, I am... I have this on easy difficulty. So admittedly I need practice. So it basically goes like, you know, even if you fumble, you go on and you fight new opponents, but anyways. Alright, so... oh, they've got a Zaku? That's funny. But anyways... it just means that... oh! I get the B block in there. Should be fine. So long as I... place these... place that. Place that. Place that. And oh no! See, there go my meticulously placed blocks. But at least I robbed the enemy of another P block. That would have definitely hurt if the enemy guy got that one. So I've at the very least staved off one problem in exchange for another. But oh well. Anyways, oh, at least I healed up. No. Alright, that was a shame. But I suppose... yellow, 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 red. And there we go. We got a diff scythe. And now it's time for me to think of things that I can chuck at the enemy without much of an issue. So red, red, blue. Dang, I messed up the timing now. I don't have to do much in order to do damage to my stuff, so I will, of course, you know, try to counter with my own dudes, which is what one should do in this case. See, I've got a decent enough of a supply, and now it is Diff Scythe against Zaku, which is bound to deal damage, although not as much, since sadly it's been damaged, so both the enemy and I lose things. Now I can probably just keep building. That is... okay, that's a 4-stack. I need to keep that chain of 4 stacks going. Sadly though, I have a habit of accidentally causing chain reactions, so I just have to not make the chain reactions happen. Why do they keep happening to me? Okay. And this storm I can definitely weather. It's just one dude. See? The big issue is that... there we go. Last one. There we go. Robbed the enemy. At least I healed. That is nice. Because now... okay, just to make sure that my... to kind of secure my investment of cubes, I will... I'll use that. Then... unfortunately, I am getting hit by the Alpha Zero. And once again, I am falling behind, which, yeah. Again, this is a fun game, but I like the skill. In some regards. So yeah, if I do just run it at full speed, it'll still take some time, so I can just reset the game. And does it on multiplayer, so the 2-player mode, so that I can at least show off the egg guys. Alright, versus mode. See, now you get all the factions. So you have G Gundam, Gundam Wing, the original one, well, the original mainline you see. You have Neo Zeon, Oz, Crossbone Vanguard / Zanskare, Axis, Titans, Neon, Aquatic Zeon. See, and now I can just run some, like, Oz, sure. And have it be... sure, make it the Wilds. There you go. So now I can rob the enemy of the setup and get another piece. By the way, the big upside of these pieces, the ones with P on them, is that if you use them just right. Oh crap! I forgot the diagonal. But yeah, the pieces with P on them, they are reusable once you connect 4 of them. Which is really neat. I just have to not mess up and make sure that I block off all the chains that I accidentally set up. Green on green, and now I will block this one up. And I have accidentally messed up by creating another setup. But anyways. Priority is the P block, because the P blocks let you do all sorts of nasty things against another players. Which, yeah, that's the big fun part of the game. The less fun part is having to deal with your 6 stack collapsing. But yeah, if I wanted to, I can just chuck a Gorg at this guy. And sadly, even the recycled pieces with beyond them get swept up if they're adjacent to the explosion. So you definitely have an incentive to keep them alive, I guess. But yeah, here I will make the egg guy the coolest. Well, one of the coolest marine mobile suits. There you go, egg guy. You can have up to 5 suits in the mobile suit queue, by the way. And yeah, basically, the main thing about this one is knowing when to cash out your pieces. Because, yes, if you manage to accumulate a lot of these, you get the advantage of dealing a lot of damage to an enemy. But the downside is, if all that crumbles, you're gonna feel it, and it's gonna be very annoying. Okay, so yellow... Yeah, that yellow can stay. I messed up with that one. That one can go here. That one can go here. Sure would be nice if I managed to not fumble. Not fumble? How could I? Truly a Herculean task, if you ask me. But yeah, as long as the pieces just fall off the top, I am perfectly fine. The issue arises when they don't, when more floors are impacted. So I'll just do this and cash out at this much. There we go. We got the Zgok. The Zgok. I like to call it the Zgok. I know that people read it as Zgok, but then it gets mixed up with the mobile diver thing. So, besides, you know, if you read it as Zgok, it's similar to the OG romanization. See, here's the mines. They do mine things, and yeah. These are especially nasty because the generic attack is more focused on dealing damage to both the enemy ship and Also sabotaging a bunch of stuff, but these basically do both, so that's the neat thing about them. Alright, so I think that should be fine. I can cross this chain so that I don't set it up for myself later, but I built something out of adjacent pieces that screwed me over regardless. Which, yeah, that's the thing. To quote, Magnum Force, the Dirty Harry movie, man has to know his limitations in this game. And again, I am very much in the exploratory phase, or as I like to, quote a certain term from, I guess, well, a less formal term, let's just say, in regards to one's self-improvement, fucking around and finding out. I am in the part that starts before finding out. Let's just say that. That is precisely... By the way, yes, you do get Sharzagak in this. Although I do have to get better at this before I take on any CPU ones. Wait a second, an SD Gundam puzzle RPG. The fuck is this sorcery? Yes, this is precisely exactly the thing. It's SD Gundam. Well, it's not much of a puzzle RPG as it is. As it is basically Tetris in reverse. Well, it's kind of like reverse Tetris mixed with Jenga, because you're trying to accumulate these stacks of stuff, and if you one wrong move and it's all going to shit. That's kind of the point. The point of these, but yeah. I am... Right now I am very much into practice mode. I.e. playing versus mode on on single player. Because yeah, I very much need to get good, as people say, before I can take on the game's boss, because they're ruthless. Like, the second I'm behind on stacks, they open a can of whoop ass on me. Like, this is bad enough. I just lost several stacks due to a piece falling the wrong way. Which is why it's something, why it's sometimes smarter to not... Okay, let's cash that in. So that when this falls, it doesn't, doesn't have more ramifications further down the line. But yeah, here is the galaxy. And every time I unleash basically I uncork a mobile suit at them, the opponent will lose some of their tiles, which helps me quite a lot. Solely because, well, if they lose tiles, they can't make their stacks as efficiently. Alright, so can I place this here? Yes. I will then be, yeah, if I were to put a green one on there, it would just go to shit. So there we go. Oh, a shield. That is nice. Let's see. I can probably place this here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Axis Aeon has Cubile on this one. And as you can see, this thing does not mess around. If you place them wrong, they will start collapsing in a very nasty manner. Now, I cannot place a red one, because that would be 4 distinct colors, and it would fall over anyway. So, I can't place a blue one, because it would be 4 distinct colors, and not... There's the catch-22. You create catch-22s for yourself in this one. And that's the fun part, and also the frustrating part. Which is why I call this the power frustration puzzle. Because this game puzzles me, and I have to power through the frustration to play it. Oh, see? If I hesitate even for a second, it will go to shit. So I have to not. Oh. Yellow, and I can't place yellow. The second I place it somewhere else, it will raise hell. So now if I, well, yes, it is Cubile Mark II. It is cool to know. And I just have a WMD in my pocket. The Cubile Mark II, to be specific. Now, the neat thing about this game is that if an enemy has this, like, big mobile suit, big dammy number mobile suit, you know, the tier of it is shown basically by the amount of stacks you have. If you get a lot of stacks, that thing will hit hard. And, you know, if you're privy to Gundam lore and such, you're gonna be like, oh shit, that's an Epion, I will get my ass beat. So it is kinda intuitive in that way. Look, I just created a not a Hama, well, our Jar Jar. But, basically, what happens if you do manage to spot your opponent, you know, tossing a mobile suit equivalent of a tactical nuke, is that you can then, you know, counter it with your own mobile suits. But the problem is, if you do, it will only subtract from the attack score, right? It's like if I beat a tier 1 enemy with a tier 1 enemy, they destroy each other. You know, it's simple math. If I beat a tier 1 enemy with a tier 2 enemy, you know, what essentially happens is that I can build that. But yeah, what happens is that the attack score gets subtracted, so that I only have one tier of attack, not two. If I beat the level 1 on my way to the enemy base. So it kind of balances things out. Alright, so yellow? Yeah, sure, yellow. Yellow is good. Now I can do the nasty using the Quinmansa. Now it's green, and yeah, should have paid more attention to that falling thing, but anyways, let's unleash the tactical nuke. There you go. And just like that, the enemy gets nuked. So it's a very zero-sum game by the time, you know, if you get stacks, it just starts to snowball. It is that way in that regard. It's just like that, Zex got denied the end, lol. Yep. But yeah, which ones would you like to see? I think it'd be funny to run, I guess the Titans. Yeah, sure. Against Dansk, yeah, sure. And of course, there's all sorts of like maps. So like Frontier 4 and such. But it's most like space and stuff. Doesn't really affect as much stuff. But yeah, I think playing this thing in a PvP mode with someone out of his depth, just as much out of his depth as me, and as one would be fun. But like right now, I definitely ought to put some more elbow grease in order to be remotely viable at this. Still, I reckon we can run this and then take a peek at what I can do against bots. I just fumbled on a very trivial mistake. Yeah. Alright, this one can go here, this one can go here to basically deny that combination. Oh, crap, I forgot. That's the one thing, if it's like all the pieces are distinct. Yes. Wait, all the pieces are distinct, and then it just fell on me. So red, and if I go with that here, I can probably place it here, and I mess up, and the whole thing just goes to pieces. Fortunately, I can just pop out the thing. That won't do much. But yeah, the Titans, the big suit they have is the Psycho Mach 2, which is very nasty. I kept getting that one as my opponent, and it was technically the game's arcade mode. Did not enjoy that at all. Yeah, let's see. I'm trying to not fumble and not rely on save states, because if I rely on save states, I will get complacent and I will mess up. So right now I'm trying to kind of hone my skills the old-fashioned way, i.e., if it falls, it falls. That's, I think it was a quote from Rocky 4. If he dies, it dies. But yeah, hopefully I'm making this more fun than it is on screen right now. Yeah, I am feeling every single mistake I do in this one. It's like, oh no! I was building that! And then, you know, it's like, oh. Oh well. Let's see. Okay, that's a yellow one, so this one would go there, but I sometimes use the power pieces to just deny certain lines so that I can just place them there. Alright, I now need to place it there. And, dang, okay. Fortunately, I did isolate those floors, so it's not gonna Puyo Puyo on itself. That would genuinely mess up my day. But anyways. Oh, we got a bound dog, and oh, that's adorable. But yeah, let's see. And it's gonna be going here. Let's get a generic bunch of units. Okay. Okay, now I have the shield, which is not particularly useful at the moment, but oh well. My point, regardless, was to establish enough grounds to cordon these bits off. Oh, yeah, that was close. And that was a bound dog. So, let's see how the bound dog fares. So, first the Hyzak. Yeah, not much. Then the bound dog. And now things start looking a lot more pessimistic for this guy. Which is exactly why, you know, why it usually pays off to have a decent buffer of stuff to chuck at the enemy. If you don't, well, then the second they try to hit you with some, like, even remotely strong, yeah, it won't look good for you. That's gonna be a P-piece, and, yeah. There, and I keep getting all reds, all yellows. Okay. If only it didn't have like chain reactions. Well, that's well, my building skill at the moment is at fault. Because I keep underestimating the fact that if I place my things in a certain manner, it will not hold for too long. So, but guess what? More power pieces. So, Psycho Gundam it is. But yeah, this is pretty much all there is to it. Vignagina gets hit by Masala, and now I reckon we could give the arcade mode another spin, or... Oh, that's why things went to shit. I'm sorry. For my language. That's why things didn't go particularly well for me. So it's not supposed to be on normal or hard. It's supposed to be on somewhat simple so that I can get my bearings. But yeah, in the aforementioned story mode, there's only the UC Federation, the Shuffle Alliance, and the Wing Boys. I can run the Shuffle Alliance, certainly. And on easy mode, I at least semi-decently stand a chance, so there's that. Oh, dang. Fumbling that early. Well, I guess I have... Okay, I now have a decent enough of a buffer. Kind of separate those pieces. Okay, let's keep those there. Dang it, that was close. And okay, blue can go here. That one can go here. Yellow, yeah. Alright, get Chibadade. Chibadade. Chibade Croquetto! Machine gun punch! Yeah. Nice. And I yoinked that, the power piece. So, all I gotta do right now is to not mess up. Which is going to become increasingly difficult. But, I have my ways. Oh. This one can go here. This one can go here. This one can still go here, and this one goes here. And now I cash out. Shining finger. And yeah, that should do it. I was mostly doing that to intercept the. To be fair, I was mostly trying to intercept the power piece style, tower, because if that got planted, my ass would have been grass, as they say. So now I would have preferred my glutes to not be harmed in that manner. So just for that, I am going to attempt. So, if I play it slow, I will take the power piece. No, they took the power piece. Fuck. I kind of, pulled a chestmate on myself in there, so... Oh, a shield? That's adorable. Got one as well. Yeah, that's gonna be a tier 1 for buffer. I will now kind of goad the enemy into burning their stacks. Unfortunately, what's getting chucked in my direction is some nasty, so I gotta start building a plan against that. A contingency plan, even. Oh, I did not see that piece. I literally did that out of impulse. That is funny. Alright, just... this but a flesh wound. Point is, if I do manage to build up, I should probably cash in as soon as I can. That seems to be the moral lesson of this game. The house will win if you don't, you know. Alright, that's another Gundam Rose, and... if I do play my cards right, I should be able to... get enough stacks to get the stuff that I need. And now... I have successfully done what needs to be done. The guy tried to pull a nasty on me, but I will kill his pieces. And not only that, I will also make sure that they have to destroy their surplus just to keep up. See, now when I'm not playing against normal difficulty opponents, I can actually make it back if I fumble. Still, this game is very much about cashing in while you're ahead. Because if you don't, well, bad things happen. Bad things such as this Psycho Gundam. The only good thing about the Psycho Gundam being around is that if you, if the enemy uses it, it destroys their pieces as well, so... I will try my best to not fall into this trap. So it goes like here, here. It's just the high Zack. I will... No. Alright, Argo, give him hell. Oh shit. Got too hasty. This is a very nasty game. It punishes both like complacency and impatience. Okay, so if I do get these, that should... Oh, dang it. That was nasty, because I had my stacks, but the enemy attack caused a chain reaction. Which, yes, that can happen. It has happened to me, much to my frustration. Fortunately, though, that means less pieces for the enemy. I don't think I can claw this back, but I will go down fighting. Oh. Hopefully. If I don't continue to fumble, hopefully. At least the enemy had burned their own supply to try and stop me. That's always a good thing. Because now I have less things to deal with. And if I don't, like... Ah, okay. Okay, never mind. Most Japanese games are never easy. Yep, I know. Like, if this was Senjo no Kizuna Portable, I would have at least, you know, kicked ass. That's a game I'm good at. This is something I'm not good at. I will try. I will give it an honest effort, but, you know, this thing won the poll on the server, so I was like, okay, sure. I will try my best. I have practiced this game before in order to at least get a half-decent sample for the whatchamacallit, for the Puyo Puyo video. But it's, yeah, this is a very zero-sum game. Which makes it fun when you're ahead, when you're winning. But if you fuck up even remotely, it will grate on your nerves like it knows no mercy. Alright, get shining fingered, fool. Take my tiles, my pieces, and all of my frustration! Erupting! Burning! Finger! Oh. Oh. I think I'll get the trash out at level 3. Oh, okay. Never mind, but at least I didn't lose much. This is what gambling must feel like, probably. I don't know. I don't do gambling, so... All I know is that the house always wins. It's like playing Russian roulette with 6 bullets. There isn't really a good ending, and thankfully I managed to clutch that. That was... I snatched basically a draw from the jaws of defeat, so I'll take that. I'll absolutely take that. Oh. Yeah. Okay, I overestimated that, but let's see. There has to be something that I can stack fast enough. Oh, crap! I need to quick stack that. Oh, Nope. Okay. Here we go. Phew, that. But yeah, now the enemy has to burn their 2 stacks to get my 2 stacks. And now we can definitely make do. Probably, possibly, hopefully. Alright. Okay, so should be that, and if I did not mess that one up, I could have done something. That's a goof, so lot to look out for. Lot to look out for. Oh, okay. I fortunately did not hit the yellow ones. That would have been a bigger problem. Not the blue ones. That one. Okay, green can go here. Yellow can go here. Yellow can go here. The blue. Yellow. Red. Red. Green. Alright. Okay, and now I just have to force them into a corner. Because, well, oh cool, you have a big Zam, that's cool. You just messed up your main thing. Because now, get Shining Fingered, for one. Second of all, third of all, and yeah, let's roll. Unfortunately, the collapse of the tower did mean the enemy guy got to catch up in the damage race. And the thing about the bots is that they don't make human mistakes. Like, if they did, this would have been a much more relaxing game. Because you'd at least, you know, have the illusion of, you know, things not collapsing on your head the second you look away. There we go. Dragon. Cool, what are you gonna do? Zap me? Quote from the man Zapped. Okay, these are just 4 bits, so I can claw my way back, certainly. Alright, Chibbity. Alright, that was certainly a choice. to burn a 1 stack. Unfortunately for them, I am making a 2 stack. And hopefully, they're gonna be missing that piece. Anyways, as I was saying. Alright. Now I intercepted their piece. That is good. Because otherwise I would have been in trouble. Now let's see. Okay, another power piece intercepted. That one was not good. Right now I am fighting for my life. In this case. Alright. Now a tier 4 should definitely make some waves. Oh, crap. Move things. Have them be there. Alright, no more power pieces for you. Of course that nasty bastard got more power pieces. At least I intercepted the last one. So, at the very least, okay, that's seems like a net gain, fortunately. If I do not fumble this, which I will. Okay, let's see. Can I at least bridge this one so that I can chuck a thing at it and make it go away? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, well. Let's see. Okay. Screw it. Five Gorillion power pieces. The big thing is the enemy is right as is. They ain't building wide. They're building tall, which, if that's a thing, I can definitely exploit that vulnerability quite a lot, because I just need a piece that is neither red or blue. There we go. Just one more, and there we go. Okay, this should do it. Sadly, I will get intercepted, partially. But guess what? That means no more power pieces. See? There we go. Shining Finger won the thing. If they made more shirt-led mistakes, it would be a more fair fight, yes. Yeah, but this is certainly an interesting game in terms of concept. But yeah, I think it would somewhat, tangentially benefit from a decrease in difficulty. I don't mean make the easy option, you know, make the easy option easier. Yeah, I'm no game journal. I just want, you know, I just want something remotely feasible as a training option. Because yes, there's definitely hard games that I'm decent at, but problem is, for someone to get good, they have to have some sort of a place where they can train, and yeah, solo versus it is right now. So, but yeah. Let's see. Get a good play with the power piece. Right now I can just... Okay. Still place that. I don't know about that one. Yeah, not sure about that one, Chief. However, what I am sure about is the fact that I can probably... Yeah. I will place this one, this one, this one, and hopefully... Oh. I didn't even get the good piece. Oh. Now the fucker places mines. But the upside is it didn't completely wipe out my stacks, so... Okay, spoke too soon, jinxed the damn thing. That is very much a pattern. Because if I did manage to get the whole thing there, it would have definitely yielded better results. Right now, I just need to consistently place pieces that do not like fully jeopardize the stability of the tower, and that should be fine. But problem is, that's what I do, sadly. So. Okay. Just a couple more, and yeah, I just have to not mess this up. Okay. A Gog, well. Hi, Gog. I've noticed that... Well, that's a Dragon Gundam, and I could have had... Could have had more if I cashed in earlier, but... That is, that is the downside of gambling with these pieces. It's like if you want the big win, you have to stay in for longer, and if you stay in for longer, you will eventually lose big, you know. But when you win big, it's pretty neat. Like right now, when I'm, you know, getting a big head start and pieces and such. Fortunately, the enemy could not stop me fast enough. Because I already cashed out and they were left held in the bag, and that's That's the best part, when you manage to reduce the amount of damage the enemy does to whatever power formation puzzle you make. Basically, consistency and patience is the key. And most problems arise when any of those falter. Oh. Crap. Fuck. Alright, this should definitely help. Because now the enemy has to burn their stacks, and if I... There we go. That's nice. I burned their big thing. Big spire of the letter P. Oh, now they've healed up. That's not good. Okay. Big issue now is how to catch up without, jeopardizing my tower again. Well, Tower of Pieces. It's more like a basement of pieces, but now the fucker's healing. That's nasty. Oh, okay. So gotta get the bugger to not do that. And how, you might ask? Well, by building wide instead of building tall. But, all the leeway I'm given by the ease of difficulty on the bot is alleviated, well, is offset by me not being as good at it. So, let's see. Yeah, now cash out. Oh, crap. I messed up because... Okay, let's see. This thing should work a bit more. Because if I do this, and that, and now that, and then place this here. Add this here. Oh. I'm not sure to which, magnitude am I able to push the enemy if they do keep sacrificing their formation. I can definitely bank off of that, but unfortunately I had to place the thing to declutter the thing, and if when I placed the thing, it kind of exploded on me, so but that ought to burn the enemy's stacks decently well, so at least there's that. I built tall, and sadly, this one just destroys one part of the board, so. But anywho, it's 6:56. Yeah, I've been running this for a couple hours, so yeah, I think we're gonna call it here. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in and such. I yeah, The choice of game was certainly unorthodox, and yeah, I uh, I reckon there's bound to be some more fun stuff in the future. If there's one thing that I should showcase before I call it too much puzzles, yes, that's what also got me. Three. This one. One thing that I wanted to show off is that I got the MS Sense and 0079 working on the Wii. On the Wii. But yeah, where is my... There's my dolphin. There's my dolphin. If I set it to tutorial, and have it set to basic, I can comfortably have some of the controls work, which is good enough. I mean, I have the melee working, I have the aiming working, I guess. I need to recalibrate that. What else? What else? Yeah, so yeah, this definitely works, this definitely works. Bada bing, bada boom, yeah! If I could use melee in this one, I could, you know, I have button keybinds for basically the beam saber and blocking. But yeah, that is there. I could probably do Warframe stream at some point, which I do want to do it, because that's a very cool game. I want to show that off. But yeah, that aside, I am going to call as working as one can trying to get a Wii game to work with a keyboard and mouse. Yep, pretty much. Like it's not the best, but yeah, it is a thing. Another thing that I could probably pull from the game pile would be Gundam Breaker 4, which I've pretty much just built an act guy, poured levels into it, and beat the whole campaign. And this game has very little coverage. Yeah, that's one thing I noticed in regards to MS Sense and 0079. I couldn't find any like all the mobile suits of this game. No, I just all I've seen was the thing, the Gundam Phantom Wiki article, not like actual videos. So yeah, also surprisingly no guides or activity on the GameFAQs boards. But yeah, anyways, I am prolonging the inevitable, so until next time, this has been the Shirt Lad signing out. I will see you